It's funny because I talk for a living, for the most part. I give advice to people, and I say all the time that it's easy to give advice and it's difficult to do it because saying words without having to follow through or check in or be accountable, makes things easier, and it has this plausible deniability about you maybe as a person because it doesn't really make a difference if it works or not or produces results. It's been somewhere around 5 months since I've done anything, athletic, and I went into the gym today for the first time in a long time, and it was both familiar and, humiliating at the same time. I've worked a lot and done better at just accepting where I am instead of chasing after an older version of myself that maybe I'll never get back to, which is supposed to be fine, but being honest with yourself says I pick up a barbell or I do a movement and it's hard to not feel disappointed when you can't do the same things. I encourage people to put themselves out there and to challenge yourself by doing something difficult or by doing something that is humbling to build, that level of humility in yourself. I was doing, I don't remember what they're called, Peterson step-ups or something like that, and the depth was maybe 2 inches, and just that small range of motion, and my legs were trembling, and it was, embarrassing. And I try to tell myself at least a little bit that nobody cares what you're doing. And if they do care, then, let them care. Let them look, let them do what they're gonna do. And I've always wanted to start doing these kinds of things. And, maybe cliche, maybe that's what stops me, just people sit in their car just talking. But maybe that's just what's supposed to happen. That it's this way for a reason, because it's easy. Out of my car, flip my phone around, have this little app on my watch that lets me see if I'm in frame or not. And then you kind of just start talking. And maybe this sees the light of day, maybe it doesn't. I share this in a very closed environment with people that, would never fact check me, or people that I won't ever see out in, the quote unquote real world. And so that fear is that I'm not as smart as I think that I am. And that I realize more and more that I just put myself in situations where I can be as smart as I think that I am. But I also realize that that doesn't change you, it doesn't push you, it doesn't make you grow. And I find myself in one of those moments of I feel like I can do better, but I just don't know what better looks like all the time. So this is the first day of many, which I've said again and again and again, but still something that has to be said because it is.